Hi, everybody. So, just to give you a little update about what happened today, I woke up very early, around 4:30 or so, and I went in my bathroom and got ready the way I normally do. I did my hair, I took a shower, all that, and and I felt good doing that because I was doing it for me. Because I'm starting on this new thing and being able to just get out there and do it on my own for myself felt really nice. So I came down to my basement like 5:30, turned on some Erica Badu. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. And I just started writing stuff on my whiteboard, writing plans, how I'm going to plan the next 90 days. I started a course by now this is funny. So I've spoken about the five, what is it called? The 5 moments of learning. I think it's called the 5 moments of learning, where you you go to training and you get licenses or do all these things in the moment when it's needed. Okay. Now this is funny because I actually purchased this course about, I say like 4 or 5 months ago because it sounded good, right? It was about helping you plan things and really making concrete plans for where you want to go. But I never finished it because I had a job. I mean, I wanted to start my business, but I didn't really need to. Now I need to. Okay. So I found that course again, and it's done by Taylor Pearson. Taylor Pearson wrote The End of Jobs, which is an amazing book. It really, really is. And if you get the, what do you call that? What do you call that thing? Audible. When you get Audible, you can, he reads it and he stops and explains certain things. So it's really good. Hold on one second. Let me turn this off. Alexa, stop. Okay. So Taylor Pearson, he wrote that, and he also created this course. It was really good. So I'm doing that because it's helping me to really make a concrete plan. Also, I'm going to do a vision board. I've done one before. Actually, I'm not going to do a vision board. I did one. So let me pull that out and see what I have on there. And if I need to modify anything, I did do a vision board. It was an electronic one. So what I did was this morning, after I got down here, I put on my music. I did some stuff. I sent an email to my boss, letting her know I'm giving you my 2 weeks notice for these reasons. And I laid the reasons out for her. Just letting her know, it wasn't, like you're a great boss, great person, all that stuff. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with me and me not feeling like this is a good fit for me. I gave it a year, which is what I was going to do, which is what I said I was going to do, that I was going to give it a year. And I did. And it's just not working out. Okay. Then I sent an email to my coworker. So it's only 2 of us on the team. Okay. It was 3. Came down to 2. We tried to add another person to make it 3 again, which would have been a wonderful add to the team, but that didn't happen. So it's just she and I now. So I set up a meeting to talk with her, and I did that at 10 o'clock. Let her know I just turned in my 2 weeks notice. Of course, she was disappointed, and I'm disappointed too, because she's a wonderful person. Like she's a perfect person to really have on your team. She really, really is. So I feel kind of bad in that regard, that, it's just going to be her now, but that's it. It didn't have to be that way. Okay. If, leadership were to actually hire a team to do this work, it wouldn't have to be that way, but, we talked about it and stuff. So now I'm also going to set up a meeting in the morning to talk to this other person who had been working very closely with us, just to get some advice from her, to let her know what's going on, because she was very close, to this process in the office. and to see where that goes. Now, I haven't heard back from my boss yet. And it's been all day. Now, she's a very busy person, and there's been so much churn in the organization, and she has many more responsibilities than she normally does. So I wouldn't even be surprised if she hasn't seen the email yet. So, but it is a 2 weeks notice. So I'm going to have to speak to her soon. So that's where I am right now. I turned it in. I was a bit nervous sending it. But at the same time, it also felt really good, because I feel like I'm doing something for myself. Like I said yesterday, I'm really giving myself permission to do this. And it's not that I don't care what anybody else says, because I do care. However, I'm still going to give myself permission to do this because I'm responsible for the outcome, and it's not like I'm doing this and I'm just going to sit on my ass all day and like wait for something to happen. That's not what I'm doing. Like I'm working, and today, because of what I did, I also, I've been doing some volunteer work for a nonprofit. So it's right after I sent the, no, not right. Yeah. Well, yeah. Like about an hour after I sent my 2 weeks notice, I sent an email to the director of the nonprofit and I said, listen, I just gave my 2 weeks notice and I'm loving the work that I'm doing with you, and I know that this work can be amazing and so much more than we thought it could be in the beginning. I said, I want to dedicate all of my time to this, which it needs. This project needs all of my time if it's going to be as great and wonderful as we know it can be. So I told him, if that's the case, I need to be compensated for what I'm doing. So, we're in conversation about that now. Okay. Which is promising. Like if I can actually, move right into what I'm already doing, which is something that I absolutely love doing, that would be great, because in this space, I'm actually able to use all of my own tools. I have very little constraints, compared to where I am now, the job that I just turned in my 2 weeks notice for. Constraints aplenty. I can barely do anything. Okay. But that's the nature of the beast. When you're in a business, you got a boss, they hire you for your labor. Okay. So, that's what I'm there to do. And it's just, it's stifling, right? If any of you, it's like claustrophobic when you're in a place, in a job where you really can't do everything that you can do. It's frustrating, and I can't take it. Like it's almost like you can't breathe, I don't know if any of you have ever experienced that, but, being in a place where, I'm better than this, I'm bigger than this. I deserve more than this, I found like in my last job, I've been in government for 17 years. Okay. I was shocked to see that number myself. That's a long time. And I remember like 2 years ago at the 15-year mark, I told my boss at the time and some other family members, my resume, it looks really good. It does. My resume looks really good, but I didn't feel like I'd done anything. Seriously. I've been working all that time. I did not feel like I had done anything because nothing was me. Nothing was done by me. It was done for the organization. I was doing it because somebody said, Cheryl, this is what we want you to do. Okay. And because I work, because of the place that I work, I couldn't put my name on anything. It couldn't be. It had to be the business, So I was literally looking at my resume like, damn, like I really don't feel like I've done anything, and that's when I really started to think, I don't think this is the place for me. I don't think this is a place where I can survive, where I can thrive. Now, I loved my team. My boss was wonderful. I loved the people I worked with, but I couldn't breathe. Like it was stifling, Imagine yourself in a box that's just too small. Okay. It was claustrophobic. I had to get out of there, and I did, and it was scary. Okay. Then this opportunity came up, and I was like, okay. So I went from, you know, resigning from that job to saying, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to do Epiphany and I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm excited. Then I get a phone call from this person and she's like, I heard you just quit. You want to come work for us? I was like, okay, I'll do that. You know, this may be, yeah, like a fishbowl. Exactly. Not able to grow because my fishbowl was too little. Exactly. So I said, okay, let me do this and let me try it out for a year. And I did. And I was telling somebody, I started to feel the same way. You know, I'm getting like heart palpitations and stuff because I'm I'm in a fishbowl and it's too small and I can't grow and I got to get out. So turned in my resignation this morning, you know, just waiting to hear back from my boss. I don't know what she's going to say. My coworker was like, Cheryl, is there any way that you'll stay? You know, and I told her, I said, I've made up my mind. I said, but now listen, I'm going to leave my boss some room, you know, because I want to be able to hear her out and hear what she has to say. I don't know if there is anything she can say that would make me want to stay there. I mean, it would have to be something absolutely amazing. I have no idea, but my mind is really made up. I want to go out and do this on my own. And what I found, y'all, what I found is that when I sent that email to the director of the nonprofit this morning, okay, I have to be honest, I did not expect, what I expected was for him to immediately reply and say, you know, we love having you on this project, but I'm sorry, we can't pay you. You know, I don't have enough money. This is a small nonprofit and this and that and the other thing. That's honestly what I expected, you know, but I just took a chance to say, you know, I know that the work I'm doing is worth a lot, like a lot. And I'm not even asking for what I know it's worth because I know it's a nonprofit, right? But I was very surprised, you know. He texted me back. He said, what did he say? He said, what's your salary requirement? And I was like, okay. So I gave him my salary requirement and you know, so he was like, okay, so I guess, you know, he's going to get back with me after he talks to whoever he needs to talk to or whatever. Listen, right now, I have a pretty good salary, okay? Working for the government where I am, pretty good salary. I asked for the same thing, okay? Knowing that what we're doing, so this is the cyber course I've been telling y'all about. That's what I've been doing for volunteer basis with this nonprofit, okay? And I've been telling y'all how we use the tenets of hip hop, rap, graffiti, b-boying, DJing, beatboxing, all that stuff, right? We use those principles in the cybersecurity course. Ain't nobody doing that. Nobody is doing that, okay? It's very unique, very innovative, okay? And that's happening because I'm there. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just telling you the truth, okay? So I know the value of the work that I'm doing. And we found out last week that they want to put this course in some local schools, okay? Now that wasn't in the plan. That was not in the plan at all. So now that's even more exciting work that I'm going to be doing, okay? So I know that. So that's why I said, okay, at least what I'm making now, at least what I'm making now, because what I want to do is really, you know, consult with people to say, let me see what you're doing. Let me see how you're training these entrepreneurs. Let me see how you're, you know, training these people, you know, in these low wealth or whatever kind of businesses. Go to a training business, you know, and say, okay, let me look at your curricula and let me tell you all the ways we can enhance it, okay, to make it better, not just for you, but for the person who's going through it. So I'm really excited about that. That was unexpected. I didn't expect that response. Now, again, we're still in negotiations. He still can come back and say, girl, I ain't got that much money. So, you know, you have to go find something else or whatever. And I'll just have to do what I have to do after that. But I am excited and I'm encouraged by what's happened so far. So, all right, this is the day. All right, the day I turn over. So tomorrow I'm going to come back on because, it's a 2 weeks notice, so I gotta, my boss has to contact me sooner or later. Plus I have equipment here, like printers and stuff and the iPhone and all that I got to bring back, to the company before I leave. And I got to sign out and all this other kind of stuff. So I'll probably be doing that for the next couple weeks. All right. So that's all I have. I'll give you all another update tomorrow night because I really want to document this in case anybody, because I looked for videos like this, like the one I'm making. I typed into YouTube, I quit my job. And I found videos of people, like you could tell that they had like people running the camera for them and big productions and nice lighting. I'm like, you quit your job. You got a whole team behind you. What the hell were you doing? I ain't got, I ain't got nothing like that. I was looking for a video with somebody like me, who just, is doing this thing and, really don't have a plan. Mattress Warehouse is having a sale. What does that mean? What does that mean? Yeah. So that's what I was looking for. So I am, like I said in my video, single, don't know what I'm going to do. Like I said, I have a vision board. I'm making a plan right now. My boyfriend is like, okay, it's a 90-day plan. Can you keep your job for 90 days and make it, make it like that? He's really worried, but no, I'm going to do this the way I want to do this. And the wonderful thing is I take full responsibility for whatever happens. Okay. That's one thing I talk about a lot because I didn't used to do that. I used to want to blame other people, other things, the circumstance, the fact that my mama didn't raise me right, the fact that, my husband was terrible, all this other kind of stuff. I wanted to blame stuff on other people and things and situations. I'm not doing that no more. And if I'm not going to do that, that means I need to then take responsibility. Because what I found is a lot of stuff, many things that happened were not my fault. However, they are now my responsibility to do something about it because I let it affect me in some kind of way. So it's in me, it's my thinking now, it's my way of moving, so it's my responsibility to change that if I want to. That's what I found. Okay. And that's really helped me to feel, first of all, more powerful about what I can do in a situation. I don't have to sit back and just let shit happen to me. I don't have to do that. Okay. I can actually take charge and make decisions and make moves and take actions and do the things that I want to do. And that's all I have for you now. So I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Okay. See you then. Bye.